being an Indian passport holder, I take a sizable interest in India. That is why most of my content is related to India, whether it's Indian upbringing, Indian education, kind of the elections, which I'm not very much into politics, but anything related to India, I'll always be more interested than any other country, and anything related to Indians. So when I got this news on my feed that India has made it mandatory for all Indian citizens to have an app in their phone, I was kind of intrigued. Okay, what app is this? So I thought maybe it's like a Aadhaar card, or it is, say, a banking service, or maybe it's something related to health, or maybe something like ask your government anything, or we are there at your service. But then when I found out that this is an app that will track each and everything the Indian citizen does through his phone, I was like, this can't be real. This is absolute bullshit. This is not possible. And I'll tell you, I did a bit of research, and I cannot believe for the life of me that the Indian government even tried to propose this. In fact, what is even more shameful is the Indian government secretly went to phone manufacturers and said, whatever phones you're selling in the Indian market, you pre-install this app and let it be there, and let people have it. And the excuse that they gave was, no, this app is for them to, for their own safety, security. If anyone steals the phone or tries to sell a phone that is stolen, we can block it. The telephone operators can stop it, and we are just caring for your safety. So I'll tell you, I did a little bit of research. I read various news outlets, and I'll give you in a nutshell, if you're not aware of what this is. And I want you, please, I'm requesting you, put down your comments and thoughts below, because I think this is crossing the line. This is crossing the line between what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. There comes a time where, okay, fine, you're putting this rule, fine, we'll just keep quiet about it. You're putting that rule, that restriction, this tax bracket, fine, all this is fine. But there is a point where I think every Indian citizen has to put his foot down and say, listen, boss, we voted for you to be there. Now stop trying to be a dictator or a god trying to control our lives. Because what this is, I'm telling you, whether you're a BJP supporter, whether you're a Congress supporter, if you do not stop this, it's over. India becomes North Korea. It becomes like you're under a dictator. I'll give you my notes and you tell me after listening to it whether you agree with me or not. So it seems that this app is called Sanchar Saathi. Very friendly sounding app. Saathi, friend. Sanchar, I don't know what it means. Okay, is a government initiative introduced by the Indian government to provide mobile security, tackle issues like theft, fraud, and misuse of mobile phones. The minute I hear this misuse of mobile phones, it just suddenly strikes me that, okay, so if I have a smartphone, if I visit a banned site which the government doesn't want me to see, or let's say an adult site, Pornhub, or I have my own account in a gambling website or whatever. It is like the first thing that comes to my mind, maybe I can get arrested. Maybe I can get into trouble. Maybe if I'm, let's say, having a sex chat with someone, they are going to, put me to task. Now, you might say, this is wrong. You should not visit a porn site. You should not gamble. You should not do this. You should not do that. Okay, let's for a minute say visiting a porn site is bad. Okay, but here's my question to you. Let's be frank and honest. I know that every man and not too many women, they all visit porn sites. When we are alone, when we are frustrated, when nobody's watching, we want to just pleasure ourselves. We are men. We like to do that. If you don't have a girlfriend or if you're alone, maybe, we just want, okay, 5 minutes, let me just get jiggy with it and finish it off. It's our personal right. Whether your God says right or wrong, whether religion says right or wrong, forget all that. Whether society says, I'm not hurting and harming anyone. I'm in the privacy of my house. I'm doing some shit. Okay. Online gambling. I'm not using your money. I'm not using his money. I'm just privately doing that. I'm playing a video game or whatever. So shouldn't a human being of any country have a right to do what he likes without hurting or harming anyone is my question to you. Forget, this is God doesn't favor. Forget all God and this and that. I'm asking you, aren't you allowed to do what you want, to be free? Otherwise, what is the difference between North Korea and what India is trying to do? Okay, that is number one. Second one, which I want to ask you is, let's assume for a minute, tomorrow the government says you cannot, preach your religion to your friend on the phone. You can't talk. It's not allowed. Only Hinduism is allowed. Muslims not allowed. Christians not allowed. Now, if you're a Hindu and you believe in the Hindutva agenda and you believe in, the RSS, you'll say, yeah, Jai Ho, Bharat Mata ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram and this and that. But let's turn the tables and let's say you go to a country and they say, you're not allowed to be a Hindu. You're not allowed to pray to your Hindu gods. You're not allowed to follow Hindu tradition. I'll challenge you and tell you, you'll say racism or this is anti-Indian. You'll say all that. So why should you have double standard? Why one rule for someone and another rule for someone else? Now I give you a hypothetical situation. But what stops the Indian government from putting out these rules? Like how Hindu vigilantes are taking the law into their own hands, and anyone who imports beef or does anything with beef for an animal, they will even kill a human being. Now, if you are Hindu, if you think cow is your god, you will feel okay with it. But my question is a human life less valuable than a cow? Okay, now, before you even justify, keep in mind you are endorsing these rules because it favors you and your religion if you are Hindu. But would you like the same to be applied to you if the tables were turned? And if the answer is no, then you're a bloody hypocrite. Then it says the government, see, this is where if you see my videos, I've praised Modi, I've praised some things Modi has done, not the entire BJP. But when it comes to this now, I really lose respect. And I'll tell you where. The government made this app mandatory for all the phones in India, meaning it should be pre-installed. Okay. And they also pushed for the software updates to other devices. Now, all this is fine until now, although it's not right. But where I lose respect for Modi's government is the government gave mobile manufacturers 120 days to comply in total secrecy. This news was not leaked out. It was not shared with anyone. It was not told to anyone. They got caught by Reuters investigative journalist team, and then they mentioned it in Reuters first. Once they got caught with their pants down, then and only then the government released a press saying that, oh yeah, we have decided to do this just to save face. Others, it would be embarrassing for them, but it was already too late. Now, why am I making such a hoo-ha about this app? The app, they claim that the app will help you if your phone is stolen. They'll help you retrieve it. If someone steals your phone and tries to sell it, it'll be blocked. They will prevent any fraudulent devices. And, you can file any complaint if someone has misused your phone or data. Now, let me turn the tables and ask, why can't the government check your privacy, check your data, check what is stored on your phone, check what you have uploaded in the cloud, check your passwords, check everything without telling you? Do you seriously think they'll not do that? What is the American government doing? What was the Patriot Act? It is, I can spy on you. I have the right and you have no right to question. So you don't have any rights. You are under my jurisdiction. To give you an idea how serious this problem is, it's like you being in the house. Okay. Suddenly one fine day, the government comes and installs, one camera in every room, including your bedroom, including your bathroom, including where you go to shit, piss, and including where you have everywhere. And their logic to you is, we are putting these cameras so just to ensure nobody breaks into your house, no robber comes or nobody tries to kill you in your house. Now, all that sounds good, but are you comfortable to have a camera that they can see what you're doing in your bedroom? They can see what you're doing in the bathroom. They can see what you're doing anywhere. If you have a fight with your wife, if you have an argument, if you roam around naked, the government can see that. Are you comfortable with that? Boss, so many of you will not even want to share your details on social media because you want to maintain your privacy. Apple doesn't do it. Google doesn't do it. All these companies, yeah, they did cheat people and they did try to play. But when they got caught, they were so embarrassed. People lost faith. So you think that the government of India, with all these biased politicians who worship cows and worship idol statues and who create a Citizenship Amendment Act and Citizenship some other act and differentiate between Muslim and Hindus who have cheated and rigged the election just to stay in power, they are not going to use this data against you. In fact, where you should be concerned is they have access to your call logs, your messages, your photographs, your camera, your microphone, your storage, your data, and every other personal information, including your passwords. Are you, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, North India, South India, are you comfortable handing that over to the BJP government? Forget BJP, Congress, Communist, Aam Aadmi Party, whatever. Are you comfortable handing it over to anybody? In fact, would you feel comfortable handing all this access to your own mother and father, your wife, your brother, your sister? And I can tell you, if you are a person with simple, basic common sense, you would say, no, no fucking way, not even my kid. Just imagine if I were to give my credit card and the password to my kid, you don't think there's a possibility it can be misused? Let's say I give it to my wife, I give it to my spouse, my best friend. Don't you think that emotions can get the better of them? And one day, if they have a fight with me or they fall in love with someone else or someone brainwashes them, you think they will not misuse it? How many marriages, how many relationships where the husband or the wife took a chance, got into temptation, or just took a risk by gambling on a site or putting a wager or trusting someone else with their money or investing in something only to realize, damn, I did a mistake. What if you hand it over to the government and there is some evil, unscrupulous person who maybe, two, three people in the department are good, one guy is evil, and he notes down personal information of yours and he hands it over to a goon of his and says, blackmail this person, we can get some money. India, do you think India doesn't have corruption? You think India has all honest people? You think India has all really good, genuine people? How many men can you trust having access to what your wife, your sister, your mother, your daughter is doing? Tell me, do you seriously believe nothing bad can happen? And they try to do this in total secrecy. And, I salute Apple. Apple totally refused and said, we will not have this pre-installed at all. We have not done this to, in any country in the world. You're not going to be the first one. Now, despite this, shamelessly, the BJP government, they said, no, 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 it is, we are giving them the option. What is that guy's name? The telecommunications minister, Shri, what? Jyoti Raditya Scindia, whatever his name is. He's saying, no, no, we gave them just an option. Baba, it'll be pre-installed. You want to delete it unless you connect and register. We can't. No, sorry, no, you don't install that app. You have no right to install that app. And I'll tell you this, the day they have access to this, your privacy is finished. And don't think for a minute that they are not, spying on you. How many journalists have been killed? How many reporters have been jailed? How many people who have spoken against the BJP government for anything wrong that they've done, their lives have been ruined, whether students or anyone else? Do you want a state? Do you want a country where you cannot criticize your government? You cannot criticize your elected officials. Yeah, if you're a hardcore, blind follower of Modi, you'll worship whatever he does. He can do no wrong. He's your God. He's everything. We have seen people say this. Ladies are crying, oh, he's my God. Oh, I saw him. He touched my hand. I'll never wash my hand no matter what. Okay, fine. There are mad people like that. But are you comfortable with, handing this over to the government where tomorrow if the BJP government is on, the Congress will come and they have access to it? Then what will you do? You'll say, no, when the BJP government was there, I didn't mind him spying on me. Now, Congress, you can't. No, once it's given to the government, it's not going to change. There are so many journalists whose lives are at risk just for telling the truth, not lies, the truth. But shamelessly, I am very ashamed to say this, and it's not just comedy, it is a tragedy that there are these, they call them bucks or whatever, who blindly agree to whatever the BJP government says. They don't care. Why? He's Hindu, I'm Hindu. He'll say whatever I want to hear. Muslims are evil. Oh, see, he's our true leader. Oh, Islam is bad. Oh, see, conversion, put them in jail. Oh, see, I'm telling you, the day you approve and support of this, it's going to come and bite you in the ass. It's going to destroy your life. You're going to be at the mercy of the government. And don't think for a minute that the government cannot be corrupt. Don't think for a minute that there are no corrupt officials. Don't think for a minute that corruption is only reserved to other parties and not the BJP. BJP is filled with human beings. They are filled with biased people. They are filled with people who want to be in power, no matter what the cost, no matter how hard it takes. Now, obviously, it is not possible to spy on 1.4 billion people. Fine, agreed. But my question is, are you willing to hand over every single password, every single data, every single identity, every single chat, message, phone call, conversation, everything about you to another person who you don't know are you? And if the answer is no, I request you, don't keep quiet about this because things are really getting out of hand. I'm seriously seeing such similarities between what the BJP government is doing to what North Korea is doing. And maybe Modi, Prime Minister Modi is just a pawn in the game, but after he goes, there are people like Amit Shah, Yogi, and maybe there are even worse human beings. We have seen so many BJP MLAs who are caught into sexual crimes, who are caught into corruption, who are caught into horrible things, and they get away with it. You will destroy your life. It will destroy every citizen, and it will destroy those people who have a different opinion. And if you agree to this, I'm telling you, there's something seriously wrong. I would like to know your thoughts and opinions because, man, this is way out of hand. This is uncalled for. And for the first time in my life, I've been shocked to know India, which is supposed to be a democracy. This is what they do. In fact, I challenge the BJP government. Okay, I openly challenge. As an Indian, I challenge. Are you ready to give your data, your call logs, your passwords, your phone credentials, everything to somebody else? If you can give every data of yours publicly to all the citizens, then we can. If you're not willing to give your secrets to others, don't ask others to you because you can't have one rule for someone, another rule for you, and another rule for someone. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, good, bad, ugly. But I assure you, this is a very serious problem. Don't take it lightly. I hope the Indian citizens unite and do what it is. That's all I have to say. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts.